one of the cheapest houses I bought and one of the biggest, best houses I bought. I expect to get about in the fives for this. Maybe as much as 550 by the time I sell it, probably in early 2028 or late 2027. All right, so this is the second to last house that I bought. Great floor plan. This is like number 18 that I bought in this particular neighborhood. And we're down to the remaining last few things. And I'm gonna talk to Antonio, my concrete guy, who's always by my side on this sort of thing. Hey, I realized something. This neighborhood's gonna be getting all brand new sidewalks.
Yeah, we can do to here.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're both thinking about is that your property line generally, see how that grass line there on that driveway, you can see the survey tags right here, and that's generally where the property line is. That's pretty much the property line, and this should be the property line too. So the reason that's important is we don't want to get ahead of ourselves and pour this whole approach. And I've poured approaches before, but I don't know exactly how the city plans on doing their approaches. So what's important is that we don't do anything that's going to get torn out anyways. So we're going to replace all this concrete from this line all the way to the garage. That was already the plan because apparently in this neighborhood, nobody seemed to know anything about rebar and steel reinforcement. So we'll bust all this out, pull that out, and then you want to come over here and we'll look at this. On this one here, I plan on pouring this much wider. And I don't know, what do you think? I don't want this much garden on each side. Let's make this 2 feet wider. So 2 feet wider, like a foot here and a foot there. Make it mismo, right, both sides. And then
And you want to raise it up?
Yeah, the other thing is that we're gonna ramp up from there slowly, and we're gonna go all the way up to
this one.
Yeah, to probably right here.
Oh, you want to go to right here?
Probably, because this is 1.5 inches, just this.
Yeah.
Right, we can go all the way here.
We can go 3/4 down.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
And take all this rock.
Yeah, that'll all come back and we'll stack it.
This rock inside.
Either put it in the yard back there. We'll find a spot in the.
We got a lot more in there.
Okay, yeah, we got a lot of stuff here.
We're gonna take this one out, right?
Yes, this one, or pour over it.
Yeah.
Well, you can certainly pour over some of it.
This is gonna be.
Yeah.
And I think
because we're sloping up.
we can make a swell.
Maybe cut it here and pour from there up. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
Probably we're gonna, like do a swell in here so the water running that way.
Right. So there's a problem with a lot of the lots are kind of low here and hold water. And so we want to make sure that he's talking about we cut a swale here in the grass. And we've done this on a number of houses here already. If you do like this advice, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and like my videos and comment. It helps my channel. It also lets me know you're listening. You can see it's high up the street. So if water does come out, this water that comes down here, it's going to come down here and go back here. It looks like it's going to go to the house and go back here right now. And then he's even lower, so it all probably goes into the neighbors in the end. From the corner of the house, maybe 5 feet wide, we'll do a, and then that way any water that comes in here.
Driveway's got to be almost like that, same.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like this driveway's got a dip in it too. Probably to take the water from there this way.
We can make it even like this.
Yeah, but we'll get a transit out and we'll get the, the elevations and we'll make it perfect.
And this is going to be the same width, like, 1 foot.
2 feet wider. And you can just come out square, like the shadow here.
Yeah. And right here too.
And then that one, same here, just come out. The outside edge, square might be better even on that outside corner.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But the concrete is like framing the picture. It's very, very important for making everything look great when it's wrapped up. That one isn't that bad. Just ask me if I want to remove this. No, you know what? I don't see any cracks. We'll just power wash this, make it look good. Oh yeah, one crack. I can live with that. And then back here, we got this giant rock here, but they're gonna throw all this wood away. We're gonna take a load out of here from that. But anyways, back here, once they clean all this up, and that rock that we're gonna pull out of that entry matches this rock pretty close. And we wanna make this clean and make this look good too. Now back here, I plan on pouring a patio. So maybe we better go ahead and pour the concrete back here. We could probably just go over the top of this. Yeah, just pour over the top so we don't have to tear this out. So we'll pour over the top of this and we'll pour it probably right up to the top of that bottom step. And then we'll do another stoop, a little step out, maybe
Or you want to go to the top of it, just a step.
You'll be this high roughly, or bust it out and go lower. And then from here, when you walk out here, we'll have this come out 6 inches each side, come out about 2.5, 3 feet, probably wide enough.
Landing.
Yeah, a little landing. And that's what they'll step out on before they walk out onto the patio. And then all this, we'll pour over this, it doesn't matter. But we want to come out probably about like it is here. And maybe we'll go 6 inches over to the side of that fireplace for your footing, 6 or 12 or whatever. So that way we have a footing, and then we're coming over the top and put in plenty of steel. I'd say go all the way. Yeah, just leave it there, it'll crack anyways. So then we'll come out here, and then I understand that we're gonna have a post here to support however we tie in, and we'll end up cutting the roof back flush to the wall.
I
Yep.
just want to make it 8 inches more bigger than this.
Yep, and then same here. Probably 8 inches more bigger here would be good too.
So this is the edge of the concrete.
Yeah, and that way when we tie in for this overhead, this patio, it'll kind of come in here, come back, and then it'll rest on a 4x4.
You're gonna, they will think, just pour.
I don't know. When you frame this up, we'll decide about this.
We're gonna prepare over there outside and pour that one. And we form it up these ones.
Pour it separately?
Leave it for you, yeah. Leave it for you to take a look at it.
Okay, because I'm leaving, so I'm not going to be here to look at it. But that's okay. And then,
This one too, here.
all right.
Make almost even with this.
Yeah, we'll look at it when I get back.
That's what I say, because you need to look at it before we pour.
Yeah.
We can pour over there. But there's no problem right here. We're gonna need a pump, or we pour with a tractor.
When you get ready to pour, presumably you got a dump truck coming to take the concrete away. They'll take that away too, right?
Yeah.
That pile. Yeah, so this looks good. This is gonna be really nice. I got this house, one of the cheapest houses I bought, and one of the biggest, best houses I bought. I expect to get about in the fives for this. Maybe as much as $550 by the time I sell it, probably in early 2028 or late 2027. But it's even got the potential for a little kitchenette out here. The kitchen sink is on the other side of that window, so I got plumbing right there for outdoor, water kitchen. And then you got a nice patio area here already. You have another patio right there. It's pretty cool. And it's inside, beautiful plan, all new everything. Quartz countertops or quartzite countertops, new appliances. Everything's looking good. They're starting to do the flooring. Right now, they're starting to do the flooring. And so yeah. Anyways, that's it. So I'm going fishing. But when I come back, this will all be done. We'll take a look then. So let's take a quick look and see what's been done so far in the back. Oh yeah, good. So they got all this cleaned up. This was all covered, and you can see they moved the rocks there. Some of those rocks you see there are from the front porch, and they've already got this ready to go. They got it pinned. Looks pretty good. I might make this a hair bigger, actually. This might be about right. We're gonna have to cut into the house, right? So probably just cut this flush here. We'll cut this off flush with the face, and then we'll tie into this height right here, and that'll be okay. If I didn't have that pop out, I'd cut this back flush to this wall, and that would be our starting point. But yeah, this can be a nice little patio. I think this is actually plenty. Now that I look at it, I'm happy with this. They got a pad there. It could be bigger, but I'm not making it for myself. You gotta remember, you wanna make them nice, but you don't wanna go so far that you don't get the money back, Everything you do on a property like this, the standard should be, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to create more profit, not feel good about it and feel great and make great property for somebody. I mean, all that's important stuff too, but you can do a good job without giving the store away. We're here to make money. So this is by far cry much better than what it was when I got it, but I got to have some room to make some money. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Looks good. We'll get steel in here and we'll be pouring this within the next couple days. And then this house will be ready for a patio and for somebody to rent until I sell it, which will probably be in about a year. I plan on selling most of the houses I bought. I consider it like a separate folder, right? I have a folder with 10 properties in it, but 6 of them are houses. And those 6 I intend to sell and convert to more commercial or more industrial properties. So I'll probably sell 3 of these, buy a commercial building, sell 3 others, and buy another commercial building, and then rinse and repeat. I'm always going to be buying houses, but I don't sell the houses one at a time because it's very difficult for me to defer taxes. But if I sell 3 at a time, then I have enough money that I can buy something big enough commercial-wise to roll into. So I typically roll residential into commercial, just how it works. More opportunities in residential than anywhere, so it's easier for me to find more decent deals on that. And then, you know, really it's about 3 to 1, right? I can find 3 fantastic deals on a house for every fantastic deal I find on an industrial, commercial, or office building. Probably not even that good, but definitely easier to find deals on houses. So we'll be rolling the profits from this into the other. All right, so like I said, it's like framing the picture. And so I just got back from fishing, but my guys took care of everything. They poured, everything looks great. They've already come in, you can see they saw cut it. That's my preferred way, rather than groove it. I like a saw cut. They got it cut here. We should probably have them saw cut it, to be honest, on this corner to here, maybe, because you'll almost certainly get a crack out of the corner. But we'll look at that. See back in here, I can see we've got a little bit of a swale. The water's gonna run. You can see how they cut the dirt because we shot it with the transit. We know that the water's gonna come down here and it's gonna go off that way because we don't want a puddle on, you know, on the sidewalk. Now you can see I increased this a foot wider on each side, so a total of 2 feet wider. And then where you might remember the rock that was up there, they kind of had rock that the equivalent of what that little pad you see over there by the door, that was all broken rock. We got rid of that. We also brought this up at an angle to bring it up closer to the threshold of the double doors. Again, saw cuts. Everything looks really good. In fact, the concrete guy, Antonio, he's on his way back here, and we'll be laying out how we're gonna do the rest of the back. So I'm doing this in 2 pours. Got this, and then we're gonna pour around the side a little bit, and we're gonna pour for the patio. So we'll lay that out, but this will probably conclude this video. But you know, I'm telling you, there's nothing like concrete for just the final touches on the outside. If the concrete doesn't look good, it just takes away from the whole house. And you know, I told you that coming soon, this neighborhood's getting all new sidewalks, all new approaches. So that'll be the finishing touch. And then this house will go on the market with about 5 others that I have. Yeah, and see here, take a look. Remember I talked about cracks coming in the corner? This is what I'm talking about. Even before they could saw cut this, crack began right there. And so sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It won't get much worse since we have the joint cut. And you can see how we tie it into the existing. We'll power wash this. So a lot of times you'll see, to make concrete match, I'll power wash this to make this look a little bit newer. And then I'll throw a little sulfuric acid and water and I'll acid wash this a little bit. And then kind of aging this one and renewing this one, and they'll kind of meet somewhere in the middle and they'll be very, very close. Yeah, that'll be the next thing we do. We'll be pouring in the back. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go to FlipAnythingUSA.com. You want to get mentored by me? I've got the most success of anybody out there that I've seen. Many of my students have become multimillionaires now in just the last 5 years. Go to FlipAnythingUSA.com. Take time to fill out the mentorship survey. And you know what? I'll find you a place. I've got, you know, beginning stuff for people that aren't, you know, that are relatively new or don't have much money. If you're more well established, maybe you've sold a business, maybe you're ready to move on to something else. Listen, I can help you. I can help you scale whatever you got to much, much more. You know, I have hundreds of thousands of square feet of rentals, all the stuff that most of you guys drive by each and every day. So take time, check it out. You'll love it. See ya.